It's my information where I work at, your report number.
Okay.
If you need a copy, they charge you $10. Make management do that if they want a copy.
Okay.
And it's 5 days. You gotta go to this location to pick it up Monday through Friday, 8 to 3:30. But I gotta make some more calls and see if the techs want to come out take pictures.
All right. All right.
So I'll give you a call and let you know if they come out. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Officer. What's our
Witcher.
Witcher. Okay. Thank you, Officer Witcher.
Third precinct. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Otherwise, please listen carefully to the following prompts. To file a police or crime report, press 1, and your call shall be transferred to the telephone crime reporting unit. To make an accident report, press 2. For prisoner information, press 3, and your call shall be forwarded to the Detroit Detention Center. To speak to a detective, press 4, and your call shall be transferred to the precinct detective unit. For neighborhood policing, press 5. To file a narcotic complaint, press 6, or hang up and dial 224-DOPE. That's 224.
Third Precinct PDU, this is Tyree. How may I help you?
Yes, I'm calling in to get. I'm sorry. What was the results of? I had was filed a police report because a neighbor had a misfire. Well, he stated it was a misfire in my kitchen. So the police came over on 1/12/2022. So I want to know what was the follow up with that because I haven't even seen him go to his house yet. So
what's your case number?
My case number is 22. Oh, hold on. This is mine. I can't. What is this? 22012-0122. Officer Witcher 4748.
Okay, 1 second. I'll transfer you over.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Third precinct investigation, Wilson.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. I'm calling to see what was the results of a police report that I issued on 1/12/2022 with Officer Witcher 4748. Do you need that report number?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me get to that screen. So what's the report number?
The report number is 220-112-0122. Officer Witcher 4748.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get back over to talk to the manager. Your apartment was affected by it, right?
Right, yeah. They came see, I'm calling and inquiring because I done seen him like a couple times and he ain't say nothing. He like acting real ghost and strange. So I'm like, maybe I'm trying to think it wasn't no damn accident the way you acting, boy. So I'm like, but I haven't seen him go to his house or anything. So I'm like, what's the follow up? If y'all come to my house, look and see the bullet, then look outside, see where the bullet traveled. But I saw no one go to his house since that day or any day period. So I'm like, what kind of follow up is that?
Well, the whole thing is, I got to look at the laws that, if we can see if we can get them charged or anything, because, proven is another thing.
Well, hold on. Wait. This is simple. A bullet came through my wall. It's only from his apartment. He came over and told me that he had a misfire. So what do you mean by proven? Is he only one in his apartment that fired a gun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? People change, what I'm trying to tell you, people change their story when they kind of go to court. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go over it and try to
but this ain't even court. What I'm trying to see is this. What I'm looking at is I might be looking at maybe just a failure of follow-up because I wasn't going off of, because I have never seen nothing like this. And my mom was retired DPD, so I know how this works. I didn't see nobody go over to his house. even that day. Somebody should have went to his house that day. If he fired through a wall and you come in and send like 6 cops, which is overkill to my place, you come in, reaching, there's 3 cops in here. Y'all all trace the bullet, see the bullet, and trace it all the way back outside, but nobody goes to his house?
Yeah, this is an investigation. Investigations don't move that quickly. With all the cases I have, I will get to him, and I will get to the investigation. That's just all I can tell you right now. That it's not going to be dealt with. I mean, it's going to be. I got about 150 cases sitting right now in front of me. I'm going to get to it.
What's your name?
Just, I wish it moved quicker. I wish, we all, look, I've been doing this for a long time, too. We all wish things would go a whole lot quicker than what you want to go. Like,
are you a detective?
Yes.
All right. Do you detective? I'm sorry. What's your name, detective? I'm sorry.
I'm Officer Wilson.
Officer Wilson.
I'm the one that's, this is my case right here.
Oh, wait. I'm talking with Officer Wilson.
Yeah.
You the one that came out here?
Yeah. No.
Okay, all right.
I'm Officer Wilson.
Okay, Officer Wilson, detective. Okay, my bad.
Which is the responding officer.
Right.
But
okay, look. I understand what you're saying, but I know when I'm like being tossed back in the queue or something. I hear what you're saying. No. I hear what you're saying where you said stuff got to be investigated, but I'm trying to look again just for me as a civilian and looking on the common sense approach. If a person shoots through your wall and nobody goes over there, and this happened on 112, and nobody been over there since, and I'm watching every day, right? So nobody went that day, and nobody went again. What kind of, to me, that's like I don't, maybe y'all, what you just said is a concern for me, where you're like, well, it's so busy, I got 150 case. Well, damn. Well, what if he did this shit on purpose? Huh?
Well, I got 20,000 people that probably say the same thing.
But we're dealing with a damn crime, we're dealing with a gun crime.
This is the problem with you not understanding.
I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding that somebody shoots through my house. Somebody shoots through my house. I don't see no Detroit police come over here. So that means to me, like, again, y'all just passing the buck, not really doing real work. When you tell me as a civilian, no, I'm going off what you stated to me, detective. You said you have 150 cases. Somebody will get to it. What I'm looking at is somebody shot through my. Hold up. If I'm looking at somebody shot through my house at 112, 2022. 112 in a 2-week period, nobody went over there, knocked on the door, not even that day. Come on now. I don't know if it's incompetence or y'all just overworked and just get to it when y'all want to, like a bunch of stuff here that goes on in Detroit. But this looked to me like shoddy police work from what I'm seeing so far on the investigative tip.
That's the way you feel. I'm sorry, but
I just did with logical thinking. It's about the way I feel. What I'm doing is deducing with logic, coming to a logical conclusion. I'm coming to a logical conclusion by what I've seen and witnessed from you all so far.
That's fine. You can hold your opinion, but I know
it's not an opinion. It's a logical conclusion.
Trying to talk to you, either you want to listen. Look, we can work together, or you can just talk over me all the time and nothing to get accomplished.
When you're talking and giving some form of merit, what I'm getting from you is you giving me gas. You just blowing smoke up my butt. That's what I'm getting. Because hold on. What's the protocol? Let me ask you this, officer. What's the protocol if somebody shoots through somebody's place? Now, the phone call disconnected because the detective just hung up the phone. The reason why you heard me so animated, because after I asked him his name again, and I was like, hold up, Detective Wilson, I know that name. I said, oh shit. I said, DPD playing some serious fucking games, because I made a complaint on this detective at Detroit Town Apartments when I had to go to the precinct downtown on Beaubien Street, because we went to make a complaint at 3rd precinct, this precinct, and then he had did some real ill shit, which I'll get into a later video because I don't want to confuse the two. But I said, hold up, so all of a sudden, I did that in like 2014. I said, how all of a sudden, in 2022, nah, this the head detective that's heading this case with this attitude like here playing around. So that's why you heard me a bit animated when I seen the game that was playing. So what I'm gonna do is let you hear from a neighbor what's going on over here, because when and the games, at the levels of games that the DPD did play with me at Detroit Town and even over here, I'll sound crazy if I had to articulate that shit myself. So what I do is just do a lot of video recording and to make stories like this, so you can see exactly what I'm going through and take me, I being a veteran and I ain't even on medication or nothing, because they'll use that shit against you too. So they can't use none of that against me. But what I found to do is, again, using someone else's voice so you can hear what exactly is going on. This is a neighbor that lives right across the street. Now, what I started doing is my own surveillance. When I see that they didn't do anything to the shooter, but he moved like right. Well, basically his girlfriend was right across the street, so he's over there like every day. So I started doing surveillance on him, which I'll bring you in the next video, the next installment. But right now you're gonna hear right from a neighbor. That's what's going on. That he even made a complaint with the office, met with management. They still haven't done anything. As a matter of fact, to play games even more, it took them 6 months. This happened in January. They didn't fix the bullet hole in my wall and a closet door until August, and that's because I had to report it to MISHTA. Strike that to RPI management, who's the voucher holder for like the veteran, the HUD Vash voucher I'm on as a veteran. So I said, I'm not arguing with management because they try to make you look crazy. I go in arguing with management and doing all this type shit. No, I don't do that. RPI is they manage the voucher. So I told them when they came over for inspection, then it got fixed. But 6 months, and I complained about it all the way up till I reported it to RPI management. Then they did something about it. So the collusion runs deep. I don't really have to say too much. If you got a brain and you watch these videos and even hear what this neighbor says, you will see what's going on. Just dirty ass DPD tactics. And this is a very dirty ass detective right here. Now, being smart, I decided to do my own form of investigative work, seeing the police after a year didn't do anything after that call with the detective, which was a month after the incident. And then noting who that detective was, and when I made a complaint on him, which was in 2014 or 2013. I gotta go back and look at my records. But I'm gonna let you hear from a neighbor, because the guy lived next to me. Well, from my own investigation, he was living with his sister. I guess they kicked him out of there, but he moved right across from me. Coincidentally, he moves right across with his girlfriend, so I could see like directly him every day. A person that shot through my home. A neighbor came up to me a week ago. Well, actually his girlfriend came up to me on some crackhead shit and was like, actually, I'll talk about it with this neighbor, but I want you to hear what the neighbor states, that he pulled a gun on the neighbor. He has guns over there and he's a felon. He made a complaint with the office a week or two ago, and they didn't even do anything. Again, this is a year after the incident. What's going on here? This is, again, dirty DPD.
Yeah, you call the office on the old boy? Since he put, I said you ain't called the office on the old boy yet? Because I'm trying to figure out, I know I'm just being real, I'm trying to figure out why you walked me over that way and then you told me about old boys and shit like you should have told the office. If you did being threatening and you know the motherfucker trapped in my crib and he threatening towards you, why wouldn't you report that to the office?
Because simple fact is, as far as your apartment is concerned, did you report that to
I report that shit to the police and the FBI. No, what's next? I'm just asking you though, if you seen, but my point is this, but if you saw that shit, he did that, then he threatened you, you wouldn't report that shit somewhere if you already showed actions on that.
But as far as your apartment, I didn't see that.
No, I ain't saying about me. I'm talking about you. I'm just talking about you. Like even when you came and told me, because
first time, the reason I walked you down there, because I didn't want them looking out the window, seeing us talking. But you know how they, I don't know how they is, but they'll probably be thinking that me and you was talking about them, and I didn't want them to be coming out here trying to start some shit. That's why I walked y'all down there.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to figure out, because like even with her, I'm like, damn, why my man walk me down there? But I'm saying if somebody did that to you right there, all you gotta do is like say something to the office. I'm trying to figure out like why the hell you just ain't even say nothing to the office. Nah, regardless of my shit now, right? Why wouldn't you say nothing like to the motherfucking office?
But you know, man.
I mean, yeah, he shot through my shit, but that's what I'm saying. Even greater, if you know the motherfucker shot through my shit, you seen a police officer over there So then he come do that tough shit with you, like on some intimidation. Why wouldn't you report that to the office, or even like I did, make a call to the motherfucking police?
As a matter of fact, I did talk to someone at the office.
Oh, you did?
I did. So they told me they was gonna take care of it.
That's what they told you?
Yeah.
Well, what is he? No, he probably looking at. But every time they be looking at what I'm doing, I step out, I see it's like, cause even like 2, 3 in the morning, he'll park over there and try to creep over there. So what I've been doing, he parked over there too. I don't know who the fuck he's flying over there, but I think that I know the old nigga over there because he pops out. So I'll go right over there and record his fucking van over there. And he bouncing from here to fucking there.
And yesterday, when I came home, I was coming home and I came up this way, and I seen he bent the corner and come through the back way, coming up that street right there.
Yeah, doing whole shit. But look. So what I did the other day, I don't even know if you saw him. I didn't give a fuck. I was waiting right there, like I saw him park right there, and he was trying to park this way.
So was you right there when he pulled down?
I was right there when he pulled up. Then when he got the fuck out, I walked right up to him and stood right there on that curb to show that he going right in their motherfucking place. That's what I did that for, to show exactly what he's doing. Now here's what I'm waiting on. I got about 7 more days because it'll be a year, 11. Now they doing some fuck shit with me because I told you the detective I made a complaint about like 8, 9 years ago, Wilson. They put that motherfucker in charge of this shit. So that's why I had to call the FBI. So DPD want to play fucking games by putting this fucking asshole. And then when I called him,
know DPT is full of shit, man.
Yeah, but then hold on, mother told me we got enough, right? So when I did that, I said, all right, let me call the FBI. But here's what pissed me off the most, though. I don't know. One day they had a little girl parked, right there, and the police was around her. This nigga came out. I swear it's like 2 police cars. He came out and was like sitting there like he was hard. And I was like, nigga, I ain't no police. I'm just fuck about the police, right? So I was thinking in my head, right? So then this what he did. He had the point. He's like, what's up? I said, what's up? What fucking police man? What's up? So then he came so he walked toward me, but he walked toward me on the whole shit like this with his hands in his pocket. I said, take your hands out the pocket now. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I said, how it happened? I got him on the phone, recording shit, story, whatever. Yeah. So then he got so motherfucking agitated. He's like, I'll be back, because he wanted the girl to see him checking the things, right? So he went and dropped her off somewhere. So I waited for him. So he came back. Them motherfucker was like, yo, walk with me right here. So he wanted to be right there. So I said, oh, he got somebody over there that's looking out for him. And that's when I seen his van fucked over. That's when I knew to go over that way, right? So when he was right here, I was like, nigga, I don't want to hear. He was like, shit was funny because he was like, take off my glasses and look you in your eye. I'm gonna take off my glasses and look you in your eye. I was like, this is motherfucking crazy. He took off his glasses, he looked crazy. I said, this over those drugs. That's what I'm thinking in my head, though, right? I see that. So he was like, you ain't gonna yell at me, you ain't gonna. I said, you don't fucking tell me what to do. You don't dictate this conversation. I guess you think I'm gonna fix something like this, right? So you don't dictate this conversation. So then I was like, nigga, all I want to know is how it happened. I keep pressing how it happened, and I wanted this attitude to come out on video. And nigga was like, don't worry about how it happened. Okay, now shut the fuck up and get out my face, nigga.
And see what it is, and according to the little girl, he got a felon. He got a felon according to the girl.
Right.
Now, according to her, was telling me, he got a felon. He ain't got a
license for the shit.
He ain't got license for the shit. And then turned around. He got guns up in that apartment. Now that man's supposed to live. How in the hell you a felon? You let that man come up and jump out with some guns?
Look, and then honestly, she crazy. I was right there one day and I seen her. So I'm walking. She was like, hey, I'm talking to you. So I'm just ignoring her. Right. She ran up on me like she was gonna do something. And I was like, yo, I said, chill out. I'm on the phone. What's going on? And she was like, yeah, I just want you to know his name. And he a big drug dealer. And I'm like, see? Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, what made me mad to all these motherfuckers here that know that over here. You feel what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers do shit. Everybody here know that and ain't doing shit. So I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on.
But my question is, you know he's a felon.
Right.
This is talking about the little girl.
Right.
You know he's a felon. You know he ain't got, he ain't supposed to have no guns. He ain't supposed to have no permit. And he do a drug dealer. Why the fuck is you letting him in your house?
Right. Exactly. Now, I didn't catch because I was trying to catch to see if she opened the door was the nigga. I think he had it because I got to look back at the video. That was like about 3-4 days ago. I didn't look back at the video yet. But the motherfucker did it like this, and I didn't see her open the door. I saw because he was waiting for a minute. I was like, nigga, I'll wait you out. You gonna come out that car? So I was like, you gonna wait you out?
He even got the key to it.
All right, yeah, that's what I thought. He had opened up the motherfucking window. All right.
people should have. Why in the fuck are you letting this man come in your house? Point blank.
Right. Because he's feeding them motherfucking habit. That's what the fuck's
Nigga,
going
that's
on.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I seen. Look, because that's what I seen over there. I said, but I think I know the one that he fucking with over there. He fucking with 2 different. I'm telling you, man. I done seen this. I know this shit little drug. He's supplying them motherfucking.
In them new apartments over there.
No, the one right across over there. As a matter of fact, there's one older nigga. No, not the tall building. Just the apartments over here, like about 4 down, about 64 down. Yeah, over there. Yeah, so right there. But he parked his van and like a little over. Like a little, just a little bit over and shit. So I go over there all the time, and that's what I did. I'm trying to shake out who we got over there, right? So I know it because I figured it was an old nigga that came over. He was like, no. So when I was walking over there the other day, I posted right up in his motherfucker. Like I was like, this is what I be doing on purpose, though. I put my camera right here so everybody can see what the fuck I'm doing. Like, yeah, it's a problem, nigga. Y'all come see. If the police got a problem with me doing this, they come talk to me. We can have a long talk about this shit, right? So I'm doing like this. Then a motherfucker, old woman who I think, she pops out, she just living in her car, just looking at me like she ready to get me. Open up the door, I'm like, and then the one old nigga, he runs up on his porch, and he was like, yeah, you gonna need more than that. And I was like, but I'm doing my weight, and I'm like, nah, I can barely do this, but I know what he's talking about, though. But I'm like, yeah, I barely can do this, though, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nigga, tag you. I wanted to see who the fuck he got over here, why he comfortable pointing at me, plugging the shit over there. I already worked that shit out with her. She on that dope fiend shit. I don't give a fuck. She on that dope fiend shit. And the reason why she was mad because when all that shit happened, so now he's bouncing with more over there to over here. And you know, I like the shit running slow motion. She can't get probably like she's seen him in a moment of weakness, so she probably tried to press him for a little bit more, and then probably tried to press him for a little bit more because he wasn't picking up a nothing for a minute. I'm watching everything. Wasn't picking up a nothing for a minute, and then and that's what made her mad enough to try to run up on me and say that. So I was like, what the fuck you think I'm an idiot? Try to put a battery in my motherfucking back on some dumb shit. And I'm just looking at her like, oh, but you ain't reporting that shit to the office. Well, no, I was like, I ain't got no attitude towards you. I was just like thinking about it like, damn, why my man ain't reporting that shit to the office? Because like
somebody in the office.
Right.
Actually, I went there, but they said they was gonna take care of it. They was gonna look into it. So I just left right there.
Now, if you put together, using logical thinking, what I presented here, you would view it as a form of targeting. But why? Why would they target an individual in such a way? Well, if you classify it as BIE, Black Identity Extremists, the DHS, along with the VA, along with DPD, who's out of control, as you can hear from the phone call, they're just doing whatever they want to. But as you can hear from this neighbor, the seriousness of who this guy is. Now, his girlfriend, I'm going to show you vids and also of me interrogating him, and also my form of surveillance, because I noticed a heightening of targeting on me by people that he feeds drugs to over here. And the main one was the neighbor that we're talking about, the 60-year-old neighbor that I didn't state there, but she tried to fight me one day for no reason and said that you're not you're not special, ain't nobody scared of you, and ran up on me to fight me, an old ass lady, 60 plus years old. But I'll get more in depth than that, and also into the form of specialized targeting that the DPD is doing. And again, have you ever heard of police department, even after that call, that they still don't come a year later, and now this guy on a loose to where he's pointing guns at this neighbor, and you heard the in-depth history on this neighbor even knowing him. So until then,
we need black media. We need strong black media.